Alrighty, I'm back. Look at that. No grey hairs. It's all gone. So I was decluttering yesterday and I found a box of like brunette hair dye. So I thought, why not? I will just dye my hair. That's one thing don't have to worry about. I still want to get my hair cut. Like I've cut that bit myself. And it now comes to here, but it was halfway down my back. So I've chopped a bit off and I want to go get like a pixie cut or something. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just leaving it till I know for sure. I just want to get rid of the length now. I've had long hair now for 10 years, I reckon. So I used to always have short hair, and then I decided, no, I think I actually started, my friend said like not to cut my hair for a whole year, and here I am. Well, anyway, I'm Trish. You're watching G'day Crochet AU. So yeah, I'm in Adelaide, and today's video is sort of going to be a bit of everything. So I've got a few makes that I've made, a few makes that didn't turn out, well, a make that didn't turn out as well as I thought, and a make that I haven't finished. So the pattern is ridiculous, to say the least. And then if I've got time, I will work on a chicken nugget with you. Hang on, Ada, I will call you back. So, alrighty. So, in today's vlog, I'm going to be going over what I've made. So, the first thing I want to show you is I can't remember what video, whether it was yesterday's or not, but I was making like a little, I called it a loaf cat. It's not a loaf cat. It's, it comes with like a bed and some toys, but I thought I could turn it into Derpy the tiger. So there we go. That did not turn into Derpy. Let me move that one down, ready? And I'll sit back. Alright. So that did not turn into Derpy the tiger. So yeah, I'll probably chuck him in my 2 for $5 bin. And I'm sure some kid will take it thinking it's Derpy. They'll be like, oh, you a blue cat, that looks like Derpy. So I've made that one. And then I got the rubber duck pattern. My brain wants to say all from Jade, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure. But I will put it up there. So my aim this year is very minimal editing. So I will add pictures and things like that, and music and a bit of writing, but no chopping and changing what I'm saying and all of that. So yeah, I forgot to do the beak, and so I just surface crocheted that one. But yeah, it looks quite cute. Don't ask me what size eyes they are. They're just from Temu. They come in a bag and they're not labelled. So yeah, so I made one blue rubber duck that doesn't like to sit up on its own. Now the pattern that I'm not too keen on is, I will link it. Well, I'll put a picture anyway, and I'm not sure if it's paid or, I've had it for ages since I first started crocheting. And it's meant to be a loaf rabbit. And so I thought a nice bright red. But yeah, they don't go 3 single crochet increase. They go like it's like 3 crochet increase with 3 and 4 or something like, and I thought I had to increase in 3 and 4, but no. So it's decrease with 3 and 4, sorry, and increase in 3. So it's 2 single crochet and an increase. So it's just the way it's worded. I don't like it. So yeah, that's going to take a while to finish, and also like I've got to sew the ears on, the tail on, the feet on, like everything. So there's that one that my brain just goes, yeah, no, not doing you today. And then it's coming. How adorable. So Snuggle Beans crochet. He's only little. I made him out of like the velour yarn. So the brown is the Jolly Joy. This mustardy colour is the Valuable Velour. And that cream colour's out of the Natural Mix. Amazing pattern. Like why it took me 2 days is unreal. But it's actually pretty easy. Like once I finished it, I was like, oh. So I used a 4mm hook, and I'm actually considering to going 3.5, maybe 3, because there's some spots my tension's a bit looser. So and I'm not quite happy with it. So, but because he's cute, and I'm thinking about asking $20 for him and just see how that goes. So Mum's like, where's all his hair? When I showed Mum, and I was like, it's here, look, that's it, that's what's in the pattern. She's like, but like Tracy's, where it had like all of it all over it. And I was like, oh, that's not in this pattern. So, but yeah. And so then there's that. So if you just joined to see what I've been making, well, that's what I've made so far, and check out my other videos. I've been going through my analytics, and people aren't really watching a lot of my videos. So I'm only, like when I first started, I was getting like 70 views, and now I'm only getting 20 something, maybe 40. And it's like dropped down. So I will sort of show you a bit in the screenshots about it. So I'm trying something different, and mixing up makes with a bit of laughter and a bit of my personality, I reckon. I thought I'll chuck in some of my personality and all of that. And so I've sort of planned what I want to do in this video. So this video I was going to do the makes, and then I've printed off some Would You Rather. And so they're adult funny ones, spicy, dark humour, and like naughty but not naughty. So I just asked ChatGPT to give me some for me to print out. And so I've printed them out, cut them up, and put them in here. So I'll give them a good shake. So I've read a few and they sort of made me giggle, but I haven't put any thought or anything into them. So let's see what this one is, shall we? And actually, I'm just going to say, if you're watching on your TV, grab your phone and get this video up so you can comment along. And I'd love to know your comments too on what you would rather. So this one here, would you rather explain what blocking is to your friends or explain why you have 5 active whips and 0 finished gifts? Oh. Well, I have more than 5 active whips and 0 finished gifts. So this year anyway. So last year Mum was meant to get her Battenberg blanket that's somewhere in those cubes, I think. And my brother was meant to get a poncho. So, and that's in there too. So that's unfinished. So the question is, would I rather explain what blocking is? Well, I would say I would rather explain why I have 5 active whips and 0 finished gifts. So I have 5 active whips because I'm addicted to making plushies, and those whips aren't plushies nor are the gifts. So the whips are the gifts. So there we go. I prefer plushies. They're just more rewarding. I know once I finish them, and I know I'm going to love them too, but it's just the same stitch over and over, and it just, I don't know, it's different. So, yeah. So there's that one. So maybe leave in the comments what you would rather. Move that out of the way. So that would be interesting to know what you would rather. So I don't think my friend would ask anyway. So, and my mum used to knit, so she'd know what blocking is. So she used to make jumpers and all of that. Let's have a look. What's another one? Would you rather be forced to crochet with squeaky acrylic or fuzzy yarn that sheds like a cat in summer? Well, I reckon that one's pretty easy. I'd rather just go the shedding. So to do the magic ring, you just use cotton or acrylic to do the magic ring. And then you just vacuum it up. But the squeaking, that would drive me mental, I reckon. Yeah. What else have I been up to? I've been decluttering. I have donated, I think, 8 bags, like garbage bags, like big bags, to Savers, and a computer chair, and I donated my carpet shampooer to my brother because I just didn't have room for it. Like, I just kept moving it from room to room, and I've got a little Bissell in the cupboard, like spot cleaner, I think it's called. And that fits nicely in the cupboard. So I donated my carpet shampooer to my brother. So if you're watching this, Brad, sing out if you need a hand with how to use it. Yeah, I got the idea of the would you rather from a few content people on YouTube. So I've seen a few people do it, and I was like, well, no one's really asked me those sort of questions. So instead of waiting for people to ask me, I just asked ChatGPT or GPT, or I'm actually not too sure what it's called, but yeah, I thought I'd ask for some random funny ones. So oh, we got 2, and I folded them up so just so I can't pick my own one. All right, number 3. Would you rather have your partner ask what is blocking, or what you mean by a magic ring at the wrong moment? Well, I'm single, so if I had a partner, I don't think there'd be any wrong moment. Like, if I'm counting, I'd just be like, hang on a sec, and then explain what either of them is. But if I have to choose one, which is the thing, you have to choose one, I'd go blocking, I reckon. I reckon I would explain that we've got to block it to relax the stitches so, like, the wearable fits nice. So there's one done. Oh, there's another one here. And yeah, like, it's sort of hard for people to understand what crochet terms are anyway. Like, if they don't crochet, like I was trying to explain the difference between blanket, chenille, and like the thickness in yarn to my friend, and I was like, oh, you probably wouldn't know, would you? And she was like, nah. And I was like, oh, it's all right. I said, unless you want to know, I'll try and explain it to you. But I'm almost out of brown from Motivera, from the lot they no longer do. And that's what I was originally going to do the Highland cow in. But I was a bit worried with yarn chicken that I would lose, and so I decided to use the velour yarn. And Mum got me some really thin chenille off Temu or Shein, and I was explaining it to my friend how it's thinner, and she was like, oh, okay. And it was just like I was talking another language to her, I suppose. And that's why I've decided to make a YouTube channel, because there's so many crocheters out there, but yet I don't know any in my personal life. So, yeah. So, what are we up to? 3, 4. Would you rather frog a blanket you've spent 6 months on, or pretend the mistakes are design choices for eternity? Oh, I would just, they're meant to be there. I wouldn't be frogging it and starting it again. If I frogged it, I'd be using the yarn for something else. So, I'd love to know your thoughts if you've been answering along. So, I would really like some more interaction in my videos and see if that helps push it out. Like, last I checked, I had 70 subscribers. Let me just move these out of my way. Geez, I must be a messy person when I make coffee. I washed my coffee cup up last night or this morning, so I didn't go to bed till, I don't know, 3, 4 in the morning. So, alright, we got some more yarn here that needs winding, I think. What do we got? We got some black. I'll wind that up so it's a bit neater. Also, I'd like it if you could leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on this. Would you rather, or anything else you'd like me to include? Oh, well, this one's easy. Would you rather be stuck in a yarn store with no budget, or at home with no yarn but all the inspiration? Oh, I'd go the yarn store. I would take my hooks and I would crochet. Or I'd open some hooks, because, you know. I reckon, yeah, that was an easy one. Definitely would love to be stuck in a yarn store with no budget, like just buy all the yarn. So, how often do you guys wind up your yarn and tidy up your skeins? I'm bad at it. Like, I don't even know if I should show you how much mess is around me. And it's all crochet stuff, like it's pillows, valaris, yarn, makes, half makes, like I've got, I tried making like an Aussie possum. And then I've got the air conditioner control and yeah, I'm bad at it. So I'm not sure if I'll organise the yarn today, but I might just start by balling up the used skeins. And I want to make some chicken nuggets. So I'm going to do some with faces and some without. But no, yesterday I sort of was like, I really need to knuckle down and focus on finding content for YouTube. Because I think posting from Vlogmas every day, and now it's like once a week, I think I'm stuck in like algorithm jail or something. I don't know. Like I was coming up on Mum's like, oh, g'day crochet. Did something. So I think that's just the thing with Vlogmas. Like if you're going to do it, maybe do it not every day. Maybe film every day, but upload once a week or something. So also, I just want to let people know that not this weekend coming up, next weekend, I will be going live. I'll work out the times for other countries and states, but it'll be about between 11 and 11:30. So I'm thinking about 11:15. So because my last two lives, I've only had like one person in there, so I think I'm picking the wrong time or something. I'm not too sure. So otherwise I'll just go live maybe at night, or maybe you could leave that in the comments as well, just what Australian time suits your country. Geez, that's getting nice and big. Alright, let's have a go. These are fun. I like doing these. Alright, what's this one? Would you rather be caught stroking your yarn or cussing at your stitches? Stroking my yarn, hey? Well, I do both. I sit there and go, oh, that's so soft. Or swearing at my stitches. It's not so much the stitches I swear at, it's more the count. Like, oh, for F's sake, I forgot it increased, or the yarn snaps doing the magic ring or something. Oh, what would I rather? I'm just trying to think that what people would be thinking if I'm like, oh, my yarn. Oh, what are you doing? I'd have to go cussing my stitches, I suppose. Like I told myself when I was going to do this, I have to choose one. I have to. Like there's not another way out. Even if it was a partner one, just do it if I had a partner sort of thing. There we go. Oh, let's have a look. Might do a couple more. And then I might try one of these chicken nuggets, eh? Would you rather have a partner who hates your yarn stash or a partner who steals your yarn for their projects? Would I rather have a partner that hates all my yarn or uses my yarn? Are they crocheting? Or are they using it to tie up tomatoes or something? So because it says their projects, no, I'd be happy for my partner to sit and crochet with me, I reckon. At least we'd have something in common. But to hate yarn, like how can you hate yarn? It feels so soft. You can get it online and delivered to you. Like, what's to hate about yarn? It's highly addictive. Like, yarn and patterns are my one. This year I'm trying to do most of the patterns that I've got. Would you rather get hit with a surprise yarn knot the size of a walnut? Well, how big's a walnut? Like that. Or realize you've been crocheting into the back loop the whole pattern. Well, how do you accidentally crochet into the back loop? I'd go the yarn knot. As long as it wasn't... Yeah, I'd go the yarn knot, because worst case scenario, you just cut it and retie it. Like, even if it is like a chenille that peels a lot. So there we go. We've got a few more. Might do some a bit after. So let's have a look at this pattern, shall we? I'll put it down here. So this is a free pattern off Instagram. but patterns underscore free underscore crochet is who it's by. So we'll see if this looks like it. Now, what did I say I was going to try and use? Because that one I used a 4. It's got a knot right there. Alright. Chain 6. So it's not a magic ring situation. This could be interesting. So I'm trying the 3.5. We'll see what my tension's like with that. Oh, I nearly forgot my Valari. There we go. That's better. It helps lift might lift me camera up now that I'm not winding. Alright. That little bit and I forgot where I was up to. It's like my brain's ADHD this week. I can't seem to stay on task. I sort of get so far and go, oh, squirrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, and in the last chain, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then increase. Alright. And I'm the kind of person that likes to put my stitch marker in the last stitch of the round. That doesn't. I've stuffed it up already. Alright. So we go increase. Start in the second chain from the hook. Oh, I've done the whole thing wrong. I read it wrong. I thought I was doing. Oh, this yarn doesn't like being frogged. Alright, we'll try that again. That was my fault. That's not the patterns. I just wasn't reading it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try that one. Alright, so now let's try it. So now, there's that one. Ooh. Five. Six. Alright, now we're just gonna go around. So if you're still here, I would love it if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you like my videos, and leave a comment. Also, while I'm working on this, I would love to just shout out to Nicole from Be a Flamingo. I was watching Chi Chi Crochet or something. I was watching, and she shouted out Nicole to be a channel to watch. So, yeah, congratulations, Nicole. And yeah, so if you go check out Be a Flamingo, I'd be happy if you just left a comment to say that I sent you. So, I love watching Nicole's videos. And yeah. Alright. So, now, one. There we go. This is working up pretty quick. So that's what it's looking like so far. I'm up to round 6. I had a mini heart attack. I thought it was off. Alright, round 7. Jeez, it works up really quick, doesn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Got a funny feeling my decreases aren't meant to be there. That's alright, we'll keep following the pattern. 4 single. 1, 2, 3. Look at that, nearly last round. Oh yeah, it still turns out in the right spot. Alright. Alright, so now it says I've got one more round, and it doesn't actually tell you when to put the eyes in. So, alright. Let's have a look at my big messy bin of eyes. There's only little. There's one. Oh, that's a noise. There's another eye. And some embroidery. Alrighty. So looking at this, so we've got the decrease one there, so his eyes are just here, I reckon. 2 spaces. There's one. I must have left my lighter outside. I know it says don't stuff, but I'm gonna. Because those safety eyes are a bit... Maybe not that much stuffing, Trish. There's only little. What am I going to do? They're a bit long. If you've got any ideas on what to do for that, I think I might just embroider them from now on, but yeah, can't take them out now. Alright, so the last round is... decrease. Two, three. One, two, three. I forgot I was recording for a second. Sometimes I get stuck in my own little world. Alright. I just had a thought. Hmm. No, bugger. I thought if I stuck that on the back, it'd be like a cushion, but it doesn't stay there. It will just fall on the inside. No, it's just gonna have to. Just gonna have to do. Well, there we go. One little chicken nugget done. Don't know whether to do him happy or sad. Could always do him sad and do some happy ones and some like. But yeah. Well, thank you for joining. Share with a mate if you think they'd like this sort of thing. It's sort of mismatch. Actually, I want to do one more. Let's do one more. Alright, lucky last. Would you rather run out of yarn with 10 stitches left or resize or realize you brought the wrong dye lot? Oh, what a... Oh... To run out of yarn 10 stitches before or have the wrong dye lot. Oh, that's a hard one, that one. Well, I suppose it depends what I'm making, alright? So, if I was making something and I could just fasten it off and so be it. But if it's a jumper and you're finished like there and you've got to like go round, well, the wrong dye lot, which then makes it, I'd go the wrong dye lot because at least you still got yarn to finish it. It might not be the right colour, but yeah, because then you could undo some and blend that yarn in so it looks like it's meant to be part of it, I suppose. Yeah, I'd go realise I bought the wrong dye lot, I reckon. So that was the last one for today. So I've still got more. So next time I do a video, I'll chuck some of them in and let you get to know me a bit more on what I would rather. And yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I've got a market. I think it's the 7th of February. Yeah, I was just flat trapping on now, so I might let you go before I bore you to tears. And I might see how many of these chicken nuggets I can get done. That's pretty cute. I really like that. So I have some different emotion ones and no emotions, and chuck some keychains. Maybe put in the comments how many you reckon to see if people like them. So I was thinking about 10, because then I can put them in my claw machine or whatever. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And welcome to all new people, and hopefully my content gets a bit more consistent now. So I've got my schedule for the next couple of videos now written down what I want to do. And so my next video is winding yarn. So I might do it today and still wear the same top. But I've got to edit this, add some things, and then, yeah. Alright. Well, it was nice talking to you all, and bye.